Hello and welcome back to the channel. Thanks for stopping by for another video. I do appreciate that. Yes, I know yet again another Irma update, but it says here as Miami Beach braces for Irma, mayor urges residents to evacuate. So even though we're still some days out before we know for sure if it's going to hit Florida, you can already see they're taking this serious like they should because it more than likely it's going to hit Florida in one way or another. So directly, indirectly, I think they're still going to get, they're going to get hit by it, in my opinion. The mayor's taking it serious, they're taking it serious, and everyone should take it serious. As it says, as South Florida grapples with the possibility of widespread flooding from Hurricane Irma, the mayor of Miami-Dade's largest barrier island city on Tuesday asked residents to consider leaving the island immediately before the county officially issues an anticipated evacuation order. So even though there's been no official order, the mayor's already saying, look, we think it's coming this way. Please, evacuate. So I'm hoping people will take this as serious as their mayor is taking it. Let's see, I'm personally recommending our residents that you consider leaving the city of Miami Beach in advance of the evacuation order that we anticipate will be coming from the county mayor, said Beach Mayor Philip Levine in a press conference. Hours after the Miami-Dade Mayor Carlos Jimenez said residents on the Barrier Islands and along coastal mainland communities should start preparing to leave, Levine asked beach residents who have a place to go to begin evacuating now. He also told residents who don't have a plan to make one quickly. Levine said leaving now will help evacuees avoid the anticipated crush of vehicles that could clog the four causeways that connect to the mainland. So they're wanting them to get out of there now, so it's not just a jam, a cluster where people won't be able to evacuate because there's so many people on the road. So I think it's smart. Meanwhile, the city is bracing for widespread flooding as the hurricane continues to move in Florida's direction. Though it won't be until later this week that the storm's path becomes clear, beach officials are already shoring up the city's drainage system for heavy rains that are expected to fall whether Irma hits the city directly or the storm's bands swirl over the island. And also, I believe I read that Irma is now like the strongest storm ever recorded in the Atlantic. So, don't quote me on that, but I believe I read that. The powerful hurricane would certainly overwhelm the city's drainage infrastructure, some of which has received more than $100 million in upgrades in recent years. Electric pumps, raised roads, and new pipes have been installed to mitigate tidal flooding that used to swamp low-lying areas even on sunny days with high tides. The improvements, however, would be completely outmatched by an onslaught of rain that would come with a hurricane. We're a coastal barrier island. We've installed pumps, we've raised roads, Levine told reporters, but I'll tell you this, our pumps, our roads raising, they are not designed in any way for a hurricane, he said. Indeed, even the upgraded systems were flooded on several South Beach streets during a severe afternoon storm in early August, when rainfall totals surpassed 6 inches within an hour. Water pooled in areas like Alton Road, Lincoln Road, and Sunset Harbor. To make matters worse, anti-flooding pumps lost power and no backup generators were in place, so standing water drained slowly. It says a cornerstone of Miami-Dade's tourism economy, Miami Beach is also among the region's most vulnerable areas in tropical weather. Storm surge poses a serious threat to some of the county's most valuable real estate. City workers have already begun to prepare. Public works officials have already deployed 18 portable generators to provide backup power to stormwater pumps, a lesson learned from the deluge in August. Officials say more are on the way. 11 temporary pumps have been installed in low-lying areas, and 20 more will be positioned Wednesday. Now let's just get honest for a second. Whether you got 20 pumps or not, when Hurricane Irma hits, that those are not going to be as effective at that point. You know what I mean? Look, it's good that they have them. Don't get me wrong, but it's going to dump a lot of water, you know what I mean? This, besides being devastating, and it's a Category 5 right now. It's good to see they're taking precautions, and I hope everyone in the Miami Beach area listens to the mayor and begins to evacuate now, because all signs point to Florida taking a hit in one way or another. And right now it's like, the states, we just didn't need this right now. With Harvey, the destruction that just brought, the effects that it affected, not just South Texas and Louisiana, but it affected many of us around the world. I mean, around the states, sorry. But with through gas prices, oil prices as well, and just and shortages. And but yeah, so you know, I just wanted to report on this. I hope everyone that lives in this area listens to these evacuations, gets out of there, and learns from Hurricane Harvey. Please don't stay. Like, just whatever you need to do. They need to get out of there. I believe it is a Category 5. It is like the strongest recorded hurricane ever in the Atlantic. It's going to bring destruction and devastation. So my thoughts and prayers go out to everyone in the air, in any, in all areas that this is going to affect, not just Florida. And I do appreciate every single one of you. So be sure to share, like, subscribe, and comment down below. And I appreciate you. Thanks for watching. Have a blessed day. Peace.